We got a little fertilizer dilemma, and this will be a short video, but I wanted to touch on it a little bit. I'll probably have some short videos as we lead up into haying and different chores to get the message across what I'm doing. I don't know that I need a 30-minute video or a 10-minute video. Sometimes something shorter than that will suffice. This old spreader right here is a Lely fertilizer spreader. It's an H or an HR. I'm not real sure. I think they're pretty much the same. Has a hopper extension. I can put about 800 pounds of fertilizer in this spreader, and it has been a great spreader. The problem is it's over 50 years old, and other people used it before I got my hands on it, and in spite of the best efforts to try to keep it, rust free, it just rusts like crazy. And it's kind of gotten to a place where these little pieces right here are about to break off. I think on the newer ones they're riveted on so you could replace them. And then the feeding ring down here is completely shot. There's no adjustment on it. We calibrated this thing one time. We just went out in the field with fertilizer, and it was a complicated thing, and we calibrated it literally to where we just about come out of the field with an empty spreader. But I got fertilizer that I'm ready to take delivery on, but I find myself looking over this spreader since we used it last year. It's been parked in this building, and but I find myself with a spreader that I can't use. And so the fertilizer dilemma is I need to put fertilizer down. This is not going to do it. I can have the co-op put it down for me, but it's very expensive to deliver fertilizer out here, number one, and number two, to have the co-op spread it. It's very expensive. You got to realize we're a long ways from nowhere on this farm, and that's a challenge in many ways. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I guess I could have somebody put some fertilizer down, maybe the co-op. I can't rent one of their buggies because I don't have a truck to pull it with, and to tow that thing, it'd be about 40 miles, and it'd be across windy mountains. If you saw my Black Friday deals video, you'll see the kind of mountains that we're sandwiched in between, and the road to get in and out. So what I'm doing right now is I'm on the hunt for another fertilizer spreader, and I'm looking for something that'll handle 1-ton bags. Eventually we want to get away from these bags, and we want to start using 1-ton bags. As I get older, we need to rig one of our tractors with a front end loader, and then get me to a place where, when I get, I want to farm, and I want to run as long as I can. I have a friend of mine, and he may watch this video, I'm not sure, but he's up to the north of me, and I used to work with him. He had some uncles. He had an uncle, and his uncle had a friend, and they farmed, and he referred to them as geriatric farmers, and that's what I want to do. I want to farm as long as I can, and I think part of that equation is some things I need to offload. And so if I'm going to spend the money on a fertilizer spreader, I want to get something that can take 1-ton bags, so I can eliminate that physical labor, especially when I get to a place where it becomes hard for me. And I'm okay with it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like ready to lay down and die, but I am trying to think ahead in what I'm doing here. So I don't need like a 3 or 4 5-ton fertilizer spreader that you pull behind the tractor. Our hills it's too dangerous, getting 4 or 5 tons plus the weight of one of those big spreaders on some of these hills. It's just not safe. So I feel like what I need to find a 3-point fertilizer spreader, and it might just be another Lely. I'd prefer something with a ton capacity. We might order parts and fix this. That kind of factors into the equation. I can get a new spinner and a new metering assembly there, but you know, after shipping, you're probably looking at about $1,200, and I can probably find another Lely. And the most desirable thing about this spreader, if I'm going to use this one for parts, is the drive shaft and this hopper extension. Nobody has these hopper extensions on their Lelys, but it is an option even on the new one. So the fertilizer dilemma is we're a few weeks away from fertilizing. We don't have a spreader. You know, we're kind of in a rush to try to find something. We're going to try to be smart about it and forward looking. So anyway, I thought I'd share this with you, the Lely fertilizer spreader. Had some tools down here tinkering with it a little bit, but it's time to put another spreader in place on this farm and either make this a winter project or you know, a parts machine, and who knows, maybe scrap metal. But I do feel like the hopper's very good, and you know, we'll see what comes of this. So appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you later.